Today in the battle arena, we may have the most adorable matchup DanCo's ever seen before. So in the MCU, we have Groot, the catchphrase king, I am Groot, versus the DCEU, Nanaue King Shark. Who's going to come out on top when these guys go head to head? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Drew. This is DanCo. Thank you so much for watching our channel. If you enjoyed this video or videos you've seen in the past, please make sure to subscribe, to like this video, and to hit the notification bell to alert you whenever new videos just like this come out. It really helps us bring you more content like this as well. Let's get started with the guy who needs no introduction because he introduces himself every single time he speaks.
I am Groot!
Vin Diesel said just in filming the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, he had to say I'm Groot over 1,000 times.
I got family.
So over the span of the whole MCU, every time Groot is in the movie, there's no telling how many times Vince had to say
I am Groot.
And so he needs no introduction. I'm pretty sure we know exactly who Groot is with clarity. So you may be thinking, okay, Groot's a tree. How well can a tree do against a shark? I mean, even Nanaue is a descendant of a shark god. Well, Groot is also a descendant of royalty. And there's also an instance in one of the movies that I can't stop thinking about. I'm thinking this might be the overturning factor of why Groot can potentially win this whole battle. But we'll get to that later. Make sure just to stick around. Let's first talk about Groot's origin story. He made his debut in the 1960s Tales to Astonish number 13 as a member of a race of massive tree people. His size and strength are used to make Groot a fearsome beast made ready to destruct. Groot was actually defeated in that comic by a clever man thinking of using termites against the massive tree. Groot is a descendant of an ancient sapline that would be considered royalty among his people. So this means Groot went on to receive extra knowledge and education from the Arbor Masters, who gave him specific education, making him an expert in multiple subjects, including quasi-dimensional superpositional engineering. Before we talk about how smart Groot is, let's talk about his strength. Groot has the ability to grow and take over a room by force, even breaking through floors, walls, and jail cells. Groot has been able to take out multiple soldiers by the swipe of his hand, lift up a thug in the air with 2 fingers, lifting and tearing apart a tank. Teenage Groot shot his roots down into the ground and wrapped up Infinity Gauntlet-wielding Thanos for a moment. He was able to beat down a weakened Thanos in the comics, and more impressively knocked back Marvel's original Superman, the Gladiator, who is known for being able to move planets with his strength. Needless to say, Groot has some major strength, and the ability to grow and become larger than his foes gives him a tremendous advantage. Let's talk about Groot's durability. It seems that Groot is bulletproof. Several times we've seen him become target practice for marksmen and drones, and it seems to leave Groot unfazed. Gamora even takes out her sword and cuts his arms off and leaves her sword in his stomach, and he takes each blow and he only seems mildly bothered. No emotion really here at all. Groot has fallen in a spaceship down to a planet in a massive crash landing, saving all of his friends in the meanwhile, and it ended up taking his life. But that actually leads us to a moment in the story where we realize that Groot has the ability to regenerate and to regrow only from just a single twig. That's pretty durable. Now let's talk about Groot and his intellect. How smart is Groot? We know his education from the Arbor Masters is highly advanced, and even the way that he receives the education is through photosynthesis. He literally just receives light and then he has knowledge. Can we do that? He saves Drax's life by stabbing him in the chest to relieve him from drowning. Groot's ability to be strong, to be tough, to be durable are all really important, but the fact that he's able to be smart makes all of these things work together more cohesively and to be more effective. The new Suicide Squad movie might have brought us the most adorable character we've seen from the DCEU yet. I mean, Nanaue, King Shark, is in all the memes for being just absolutely adorable, wanting to numb everything. I kind of get it, but also he's crazy vicious, but also he's a teddy bear. You're glad that he's on your team, honestly. Nanaue, known as King Shark, is rumored to be a descendant from the ancient shark gods. While King Shark isn't really like the smartest or the fastest character in the Suicide Squad, he's proven to be very loyal and tough. Plus, he just looks awesome. He's a shark. He's a big, buff, massive Chad of a shark. Nanaue has a lot of great feats, but maybe the strongest feat Nanaue has is his jaws. We see Bloodsport take out his gun and put on attachment after attachment after attachment, and he shoots Starro only to make a small fireworks sort of thing happen and distract Starro for just a moment. But whenever Nanaue takes his turn against Starro, he jumps up 6 or 7 stories in the air onto the side of Starro and starts to rip into his side. His jaws are biting and tearing, and we don't really see that type of destruction happen to Starro up to this point. Waller actually says that King Shark is actually the strongest person on the Suicide Squad team, and we see several reasons why. He lifts a man up and rips him in half. This way, not this way, this way. That's crazy. Comic book King Shark has done some really impressive things too. Nanaue breaks through Superboy's clothes, cuts through Aquaman with his claws, and he even hurts Superman with a bite. Let's talk about King Shark's durability. So in the movie, we see that he's able to take gunfire at no harm. Even Bloodsport's gun and bullets don't really do any damage, but only knock him backwards. The only thing that we see hurt Nanaue in the movie are these jellyfish type sink disposal things. Their teeth are crazy. They do that thing that look like they're made to tear through anything they get close to. So they jump onto Nanaue, cut through his skin. And that's the only time we ever see Nanaue actually hurt in the whole movie. That's just the movie Nanaue, but in the comic books, we see Nanaue take hits from Superboy's heat vision point blank. Black Canary's cry doesn't even faze him. He tanks an attack that sends Wonder Woman flying away. And in a strange story where he's Jokerized, he somehow escapes a mini black hole created by Black Mass. And escaping a black hole is not normal, not even in cartoons. He also has the ability to regenerate the same way that Groot does. A few hours after his arms are torn off, they're completely grown back. We have a real Cell Majin Buu thing happening here with Groot and with Nanaue. So what happens when you put these two head to head? Here in the battle arena, who comes out on top? Okay, yeah, we can say that they're both cute. They're both adorable. King Shark can make a Peacemaker doll out of C4. Groot can bloom flowers at will and give them to whoever he wants. Nanaue likes to pretend that he's smart and reads books. Groot can make any moment romantic by his little glowy floating sprout things. King Shark is also a master of disguise. Finger mustache all the way. Baby Groot? You're welcome, Baby Yoda. He did it first. He paved the way for you, brother. So, but what happens when these two go head to head in a just all-out brawl? So I know what you're thinking. Maybe King Shark, he has super strong jaws. He's able to cut through things that other things can't even penetrate. He's able to tear apart things, rip people's heads off, rip people in half. And I think that he could do the same to Groot. Groot's able to take a beating, but we do see that he's not invincible. We do see that things get cut off of him, broken off of him. And so I think that King Shark could actually do some damage in that way. I think our biggest issue is that they both can regenerate. So Groot can grow back. We see at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 1, he's able to grow back from just a single twig. So, follow me here. What if King Shark eats Groot? Groot's still alive. Or he chomps him up into bits, and then there's twigs in him so he can make another Groot inside of King Shark. Not good, because then Groot, all he has to do is expand and come out and all that kind of stuff. So there's not really a great way for King Shark to get rid of Groot. When I think about Groot's durability, I think about one of the things I mentioned in the intro. One of the main facts that I can't stop thinking about is that Groot actually was the one that joined together Stormbreaker to make the complete axe. We see that the head of the axe was made, but there was no handle. Groot used some of his arm to reach out and put together the Stormbreaker. So you're probably asking, what does that matter? What point are you trying to make? So if you remember in Infinity War, Thor actually hurts Thanos by using the Stormbreaker. He throws it down at Thanos. It comes hurling down through Thanos' blast. So Thanos is using the full Infinity Gauntlet, every single Infinity Stone in it, blasting up at Thor, and the Stormbreaker twirls down to Thanos' chest. We don't see any of the wood from Groot's arm breaking off away. So that's technically telling me that there's some special strength behind the thing that Groot is made out of. This handle sticking to and not breaking off. There might be some Asgardian love, some Thor, God of Thunder magic on it. But for it to stay together through a blast like that from Thanos is really impressive. I don't really see any durability factors like that coming from King Shark. Yeah, he's able to take some bullets, but will he be able to take a blast from Thanos? And since they're both able to regenerate and to regrow, I think that somebody would have to be torn apart in a special way. And being that King Shark is flesh, I think that he could be torn apart enough that he would probably die before Groot dies, being that Groot's a stick. If Groot is only a stick, you plant that dude, boom, another Groot. That's not the same for King Shark. So I believe that Groot wins this battle. I think that he becomes too sharp, too pointy. He can cut through King Shark. Even if King Shark were to win and to eat Groot, I think Groot would be able to just grow back inside of King Shark's stomach. And King Shark would have a really hard time getting rid of Groot. So today, Groot wins. Hey, but what do you think? Who wins this battle? Is it Nanaue, King Shark, or is it Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy? Make sure to drop down in the comments below. Also, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, turn on the notifications, join the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.
I got family.